Hello, Divine Sunshiners. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. With your twin flame connection, and seeing what's going on with the energies with the twin flame collective. All right then. So now, that's interesting. I did say twin flame connection. Okay, we'll name it that. Just coming in, let me speak first about that. Don't forget about the 12/12 event that's going to be hosted by the Playground Experience. Please make sure that you get your tickets. Go to divineUnisouls11.co. We got a lot of great people that have signed up to do it. It's on 12/12 at 12:12 p.m. Central Time, and the tickets only cost $12.12. Now, for what you're getting for that is we have now on board, we got a full house. So now we have myself, the Playground Experience, that's going to be on it. That's April Williams and Kathy D. We have also David from Soul Missions, a Divine Masculine, but he also is looked upon as Divine Feminine energies as well. We also now have Sean, who's from, again, Esoterica. He is going to be also a part of the 12/12 event. He's going to speak in all the Divine Masculine energies as well. So we got two Divine Masters on there, and we also have Patricia McNeely from Twin Flames Merge, who's always talking about the body and other things and how you can feel your divine in the body as well. I've been trying to get her for a long time, and I said this time we're going to do it. And so she said, yes, I'd love to. So we're going to have her on the event too as well. So this is an event that you do not want to miss, especially with us getting ready for I want to help to get you prepared and ready for the new year. So that's why I say bring it in divine order into the new year, because we're going into the Aquarius age. We know this is a new age. We cannot use the old tools that we have done before to go ahead and transpire and bring that forth into what's going to be happening for us in 2021. Okay, so the 2021 represents 5, which means change. And if we got to have that in order to mean change to the new year, that means we got to bring in new tool sets and new resources. And we cannot use the same thing. And I forgot also Benita from Wave of a Beautiful Warrior is going to be there too. So we got a really packed house for 3 hours. We're going to have all these people coming in talking about that. We got the dynamic of the new family that's coming in. We're going to have about talking about the body. I might expand it to 4 hours. The body, so you won't get a lot for that. For the body, the family, the DM perspective as well, and then you're also talking about from the mind, the body, and the spirit as well. The channel message the spirit will give me about what we need to know as far as the new year. Okay, so this is something that you do not want to miss. So make sure that you run. Now walk to divineUnisouls11.co and to get your access pass there. All right, let's go on here and let's see what's going on. So now let's look and see as far as what's going on with the I might not want to use this. I used this already. Okay, let's use these. I didn't bring them over there. I should have bought what's going on in the flow with that, but that's all right. We use it this way. Clear. What's going on for the divine feminine energies? The divine feminine energies in the collective. Whoa. What's going on with the divine masculine energies? Divine masculine energies in the collective. Whoa. Okay, that came in the opposite. Oh, she's got 2 cards. Okay. Wait a second. Okay, so the divine feminine energies, that means how we be in our omega-ness. That means our being spiritually, what we're moving and actions going on within. We have separation, okay, and we have deception, okay. About to get some clarifiers on that, what that's about. Okay. Clear. I think it's deception about what's actually going on. This is what I'm picking up. Whoa. Deception about what I'm picking up is saying is deception about what's actually seeing. It's about the illusions, the way you're picturing things and seeing things. It's almost like that card about that Snow White, and it looks like it's an old woman giving old woman giving a apple, like the old scene from Snow White, where it's the wicked witch giving the apple to the younger person and she's going to die, but that's not actually it. The younger person asks for some food from the older woman, and it was not poisonous, but we already assuming that that's what's going to happen, because we know from previous stories that have been told to us, previous experiences, that that's usually what's about to go down, and they're like, no, that's not it. So this is what we got to do. We got to separate. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I still say that you keep on viewing that the person is there. You got to separate that. It's there because of they're out of duty. Okay. And in this belief that they're there out of duty, that they're there, is causing you to be in this victim. Okay. This is what I'm reading, this victim mode. But again, it's saying it's time for you to really open up the window to your soul, which is, again, you reach that through your heart, and for you to be able to really let the true sunlight in. I'm hearing the song like a question say, let the sunlight, let the sun shine in, the sun shine in. So they're saying let it in. The true sunlight, which means the true light, the true divine light, to come in on this situation, because again, you're making your divine masculine energies within you to stay there out of duty. It's like, I can't, but I want to leave, but I can't leave, because this is it, because the energies within me, the divine feminine energies within me, is feeling like I'm the victim, and so this is where I'm supposed to be, because this was done X, Y, and Z. Now again, remember again, if this does not fit, you must quit, like Johnny Cochran says. Just move on. But again, these ideologies is putting you in this victim. It might not even be in regards to the divine masculine. It could just be about the job. It could be about life. It could be about the world. Whatever it is, it keeps on putting you into this position again. Because it was followed by deception. So to me, again, it's deception about the way in which you're viewing and looking at things. About from how your actions about doing things, about the things that's happening within you. Something you're not being truthful on. So again, you need to get a handle on this, because this is going to help you get a leg up, and so you can move with brute force. Till you get a handle on that, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay, you got to understand, they really want this came in reverse, that you have to understand truly that you've got to start to become flexible about some things. This is the center of the heart of the matter of everything, okay, because you want this new beginning, but this new beginning has got to be created from your connections of how you connected with the world, how you communicating this. I did a video, I think it's going to come out, I don't know what the order is, about me talking about you got to watch how you communicate, and how you even communicating with yourself. How is that stopping union? Did you know the kind of dialogue that you have even within yourself is about your twin flame or your divine partner? Is also causing it to be truly, like, I don't like the term counter, your counterpart, which is counter, which means to act and go against the action, which is against. They said also, I was watching and seeing about Notre Dame was saying again the laws of physics was going to change. So when you're talking about your counterpart, that's not talking about you all moving together. To me, it also means that you also going against. Counter is not to go with the flow. So how is that happening? Especially they got these wheels in this circle here. How's that happening, occurring? How's it making the thoughts that's growing in your mind, which goes on with the emotional check-in that I did? What things is fruits of things are growing in your mind? Is it making it grow weeds, or is it really letting things blossom that are beautiful too? As far as, so it's got to be some flexibility as far as how you connect with others. It's got to be some flexibility as how things are actually manifesting in your world as well. You also have to know the spirit wants you to really understand that you are a co-creator. A co-creator in your world. You know, a lot of times if I see spiders, I believe that's in between dad is bringing that to me, or the ancestors are bringing that to me and let me know also as well, or reshus are bringing this to me and let me know that you are a creator. Spiders means they are architects, they're designers of their own world. How they be able to get their prey, how they eat, that's their home. It's everything in that. How you being understanding that you're co-creator. Life is not just happening to you. You are the ones that's creating the things that are happening and appearing in your life. It's just not haphazardly happening. Nothing happens just, it happens. Nothing just happens. It happens just. understanding that. So you got to be more wiser. You got to be able to run the distance, to gain some stamina on these things, because your beginnings, these new beginnings here, are fossilizing. They are now becoming old. Okay, they've been out there for a while. Some of you are based in your beliefs and how these new beginnings upon old things, dinosaur, back then, ancient things, beliefs. And right now it's time, it's spirit is asked for you to create something different. Also, you got to watch this chaos. You got this chaos and conflict going on with you, as far as these things that you got to no longer serve you, that you got to actually separate from as well. Because again, this is it has a zebra underneath it. Zebra represents freedom, but also it has a pattern of a giraffe. Giraffe represents you are larger, something much bigger, more grander scale, but you playing yourself very small, like the tribe card. You want to run the distance, but you have nothing around you to help you with markers to understand, hey, am I going in the right direction or I'm not? These things also got to break apart. You see, it's all breaking apart, because this old way of thinking of this things, you putting on things that no longer suit you, is now breaking underneath there, like a scratching sniff or a scratching ticket underneath there. You scratch all that stuff off, you got your winning ticket, you got your freedom underneath there. But you got to get rid of that thought of believing that, okay, this is it, this is about all I'm destined to be, this is it. Okay, and that's why I'm talking about this victim mode, whether you like it or not, but some kind of part in you got to sit down and be honest with yourself. Where are you playing victim? Because this is leading on to, again, that spirit is saying again, in your heart matters of the heart, here is deception here. Spirit say, I've been trying to talk to you. Matter of fact, I've been trying to pick your head apart and trying to say, is it in there? Reminds me of my first grade teacher. She used to always say that. She said, I wish it was some way I could open up and drill a hole in y'all head and shove all this information in so y'all could get it. That was her name, was Miss Lyman. She used to say that all the time. Because again, in your actions of how you seeing things in the world, while this is your divine partner here, is emotionally making you mask things. It's making him also emotionally mask things. Maybe it's also because of the actions here, it's also causing them to stay in that situation or in that third party situation as well. I did the thing about the video. Please watch the video that I'm talking about. Is it what you're saying in the heat of the moment about your twin flame? Is it blocking you to union? This also goes with this, because again, there's unfinished business here. Some of you all might have said to yourself, well, it's over with, I don't want to deal with this, deuces, he kissed my ass, if he don't see me no time soon, that's too soon enough for me. What are some things that you are saying and doing that's adding on to this? It's a deception, it's a mask. You mask it, you want him. A lot of times we don't go after what we want because we're scared of failure, not even thinking about the success of it. Also, maybe it could be successful. Maybe that's what you should be also thinking about, being feared about too as well. What if this does work? What if it does come all together? But again, there's an unfinished symphony here because of this deception here, which is blocking you, that you need to separate. When it comes to the divine masculine energies here, we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So here, the divine masculine here, the spirit wants you to understand that, hey, collectively, you all at the point that you say you need to free yourself. But again, you forgetting who you are. You are a unicorn. Unicorns are special. They fart sprinkles. And wherever they go, they tread glitter everywhere they go. So again, you are free. He has the capabilities. He has wings to fly himself out of here. But something within you, you're having this self-imposed prison, which is not allowing you to get out of the space of where you are. Okay, so you need to take control of that, because this is the second time this card came out here. Something about spirit wants you to understand, watch the emotional check-in, that understanding that you are a treasure chest. Your hopes and wishes and dreams, the chest is now open. It's like now, like Southwest, you are now free to fly, to go about the country. You are now free to be divine, okay? But you are not taking that, understanding that the ding-ding sign on the airplane, you have taken off, you have taken flight, and now it's time for you to do that. You might be moving slow. That's all right. Let's not even try to criticize ourselves. That's our word of the day we have for the kids for vocabulary. Criticize ourselves, tell ourselves what's wrong and what's right. But sometimes when you do criticize yourself, again, it's a way in which you go about doing that. Don't beat yourself over the head that it calls you to stay in this self-imposed prison. Talk to yourself in the way that's saying, okay, yeah, we didn't do it right, but you know what, maybe we should try to do it X, Y, and Z. This is what they're saying about in your divine masculine energies. That means in your alphaness, your go-getterness, what you're doing out there, how you go about getting things out into the world. This is what you need to do. Again, because that's going to open you up to the treasure chest of everything within you, getting your hopes, wishes, and dreams taken care of. Okay, what's going on as far as you thinking? What's going on in the thinking? Here, you're thinking clear. For the divine feminine, what's going on with your thinking? Had a flyer, but she went right back in. Woo, Lord have mercy. You got a lot. And what's going on with the divine masculine? A lot of releasing. Jesus, a lot of releasing. Okay. Divine masculine said, I'm short to the point. It just don't take me but one word, one card to say this. Okay, one card. And this ain't even it. That ain't one. I gotta take him out. Thank you. Whoa. Like my divine partner say, that's not good. Okay, so now here, divine feminine energies in your beingness. You know it's a death. It's a death card. It's some things here and situations that you have created that's acted like a mad scientist. It has created and made you to be an ugly creature, not the best as possible. But this thing's got to be put to end. This creature of the night that you have become, again, like I said, this victim, a thing of things happening to you. You don't have no control over situations like that, but you feel at the same time you got to pledge honor to being in that role, that you have committed to that role, like almost like some actors say, you know, I was asking about what's his name, Joe Pesci, and I thought, what happened to Joe Pesci? Because you know I love my cousin Vinny, and you know he doesn't play too many roles, and I asked my mom what happened. He said, well, you know, a lot of times when he plays those roles, you know, he becomes that role. He takes that role home with him, and you know, it's sometimes you get them deep dark roles that you know you like, hey, I don't want that. I need to learn how to leave that there. But since you're in that role and you want to become one, you breathe it, you eat it, you become one with it, all that stuff, and it comes in and it becomes heavy on you sometimes as an actor. So this is what it's saying here again. These things that have become, that has happened to you, you got to watch what it has created within you at the end of the day, because this is something again that you're going to have to put death too. You might be saying, well, it's these things that make me act the way that I act, and it ain't just really me. But at the end of the day, they say, you know what, you can say all that, and like I used to tell the kids that, don't tell me about so-and-so made me do that. Ain't nobody no so-and-so. Can't nobody make you do nothing that you don't want to do, okay, in your thinking. So you got to put a death to this thing, saying that these things have created you and made you the way that you are. You're trying to, again, in your Queen of Fire, in your emotions, you're trying to find ways in which it can be able to stimulate you, motivate you to kind of go on there. So this is what this Queen of Fire is. You're looking for other people to stimulate you, because this ain't her own hands. Ain't no way she could do that. So you're looking for other people to stimulate you, okay, to get you acting, to get you emotionally invested in doing something like that in your actions. That's not going to work. You got to stimulate your own self, get your own self off, okay? This again, how are you mirroring out? Are you telling the right people to kiss your A when you're supposed to? How are you putting up those healthy boundaries as well in the collective? This is what they're saying about this. Some things you might even have to give yourself to say, you know what, I might have to tell my own self to kiss my ass, because some things we just keep on playing with, we ain't let go yet. Okay, and I'm trying to be nice with myself, but again, sometimes you got to go hard, go home with things. And so again, they keep on saying that about somebody in the twin flame here. We calling this in the divine feminine energies. You're calling in this beast here. You saying, okay, telling people to kiss their butt, again, giving healthy boundaries, but at the same time, you're calling this situation in. Okay, that again would say we need to take some introspection about what are some things that you calling in this beast here, because you don't know what when he get up, he might look harmless. When he get out that water, he might go charging at you. Talk about, here kitty, and it's like, huh, she talking to me, and then don't understand, and then go charging at you. So you don't know what this is. Again, you calling yourself again getting purified, getting rid of these things spiritually, but at the same time be honest with yourself. What are these things that you are calling in as well? For the divine masculine energies and your alphaness and your leading, what are you doing again? Some of you all feel like, again, people are emotionally draining you. In my classroom, we had that. I asked them in the morning, what things is motivating you? What things are draining you? This is what it's saying here. So again, to you, it feels like, again, in the divine masculine energies, there are a lot of emotional people, the emotional vampires that are draining you. They're getting whatever they want from. They're supposed to be there to help you, but at the same time, they're not. They're taking from you, because these are nurses or uniforms. So maybe, again, you might say maybe a partner that you're with, or a family member, or somebody, a good friend, and at the same time, they don't seem like they're helping you. They seem like they're draining you. So that's why you got to put up there, these is right now, these times, you got to put up these healthy boundaries. Again, instead of you putting boundaries around yourself, you got to learn how to be able to free yourself. Because again, y'all hear a lot of them talking about the divine masculine readings. A lot of them are saying, that they have a lot of people depending on them. You've got to learn how to kind of right now at this point to let some of these people go. They no longer serve you. They holding you down as well. Okay, so what are some things collectively they're saying? The shadow, what is the shadow that we got, the shadow work that we got to deal with? According to source, what is the shadow work we got to deal with? Clear. Our shadow work is what? What's the shadow work that we actually have to deal with, that we're working with? Our shadow work that we're working with is what? For the divine feminine, I'm sorry, I didn't clarify what that is. And the shadow work that we have to work with the divine masculine is what? What's the work that they want us to work with? I keep on saying the heat of the moment. Heat of the moment. With the heat of the moment. Look in the eyes. Envious gluttony. What I'm feeling like, your envious gluttony of attracting these woe is me moments. But it all happens to me all the time. Look what they happened to me. I'm the victim. All this stuff. You're envious gluttony for those kind of moments, for that drama. Like I tell everyone, say almost to you, you should get into the point, say the drama for your mama. If that's the way it was handled to you or given to you family-wise, if that's how you handle, that it's a way of something maybe also being handled as a baton to you about these drama and how you handle it and how you create it. You might need to look back at your mama, for me to say that. Look at your maternal. Look at somebody, whoever, either it was a maternal person or guardian was looking after you, or friends or anybody that you looked up to. Look to them and see, are they helping you to perpetuate this stigma of this image that you keep on in your head, like this is the right way to solve this, and spirit is saying it's not. You gotta let it go. I didn't know, and I thought about that. Somebody was talking about addictions, and most time we thinking about is drinking and whatever like that, but that negative thinking too is also an addiction. So if you see something going on with your divine counterpart, look like they got some addictions they deal with, you might need to, if you say, well, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I ain't got none of that issues, then you need to look and see about what is in psychologically or mentally or whatever it is that you're doing that's causing for that to kind of appear, that you're a gluttony for. Okay, you're a gluttony for being a victim, you're gluttony for drama, you're a gluttony for that thing. For the divine masculine energies, feeling alone in the world. Okay, so alone in the world, what they bring it to be is, stop thinking about that alone. Stop concentrating on that. Yes, you are alone. You need to start looking at it from the shadow, but looking at, okay, this is a shadow, but what's good about being alone? I don't have to worry about it. I'm not responsible for anybody else. I could think about it, and I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have no accountability that I got to check in, I got to go by. You know, I could create my own path, I could do my own thing. I'm not responsible for anybody else. This is what they're saying about it. Look at it from the bright side. Stop looking at it from the negative. Like, I'm out here trying on so many different identities, trying to get my foundation together. You got 3 pillars. You got your divine feminine, your divine masculine energies, and what's smack dab there in the middle, that is source. So again, relying upon that. So again, that's the shadow aspect you got to work on. What way are you looking at? Why are you feeling alone? Because it's been going on before, that your friends are not on your same level, this partner that you with is not on your same level of the job or whatever. What is it that you need to look at differently and say, hey, this they bring it to me, they're saying this aloneness is not a sickness or a disease. It's something that is not a curse. It's something that I can look upon as being as a blessing. Okay, that's what they want you to look at for that one. What are some things that you need to change? What is it that you need to change? They want you to see clear. For the divine feminine, leaving. Again, separated. You got to leave that. You've got to leave that mindset. It's clear in black and white of how you got to transform. You got to get grounded and rooted. This is the red here. To go after it, and then go after your bliss. Let your bliss open and reveal itself in time. Because again, in the background there, this is going to get you into your heart space. What is it that needs to change about the... I seen it. Stop. What needs to change for the divine masculine is your emotions. That's why I say, how are you feeling about you? Getting in your divine feminine energies. For you, again, it's black and white too. You need to just get purity into your bliss. What makes you happy? What makes you happy is going to be able to have everything else drawn into you. And that's how you're going to find your freedom in your emotions, especially when you got this kind of feelings that's going on in your thinking there about that. You know, again, you do this, you feel, you talk to your friend, you talk to this person that's so-called you're supposed to be helping, and it seems like they draining from you. And if you get that feeling, say, no, this don't align with how I'm feeling right now, so I'm gonna have to let this go. Okay, that's where you are at that point. Let's look and see about what you got to surrender. Clear. Well, you have to surrender. Okay, I didn't say that. For the divine feminine, what do you have to surrender? Although I did say, but then it knows already. And the divine masculine, what do you have to surrender? Thank you. Okie dokie. All right. For the divine feminine, they say surrender to complete healing. You need to heal. Some of this might be, again, separate. You might have to get yourself off and say, I need time off the journey. And let me just kind of really concentrate on myself. That's separation too. If you're in communication with them, I think I even said that myself. If you communication with them, maybe you might have to say, okay, I'm going to have to stop for a while because this is starting to trigger me. Something's telling me I'm not really being truly honest about some stuff here. And so get yourself reset back again on that one. Because open fully to loving capacitive forces of the universe to support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Because right now, where it seems like you're seeing things is not... Your mindset of seeing things is not healthy. It's off. It's just like I say, seeing Snow White and self-draws, and I'm seeing Snow White, the lady is the evil witch, and she said all I simply was giving you apple because you looked like you were hungry, and you still seeing it wrong. The illusions is taking over. Okay. For the divine masculine here, they want you to surrender, and they want you to surrender to trust. You want this freedom. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. And that's what they want you to do. All right, that is your message for the collective. Yeah, that's it right there. That's what you need to surrender. All right, then, that is your message for the Twin Flame Collective. I keep on saying, do you feel? Your divineness. I forgot. Hold on a second. And so they want you at the end of the day, the one they kept on saying, no, it's one more. At the end of the day, clear. They want you to move into what? What do you want them to move into? For the divine feminine there, selfhood. Okay, just really being about self. Okay, being able to take that Starbucks break, relax. You've done a lot of working. Find something, some relaxation or something for you to be able to do. Okay, and for the divine masculine energies, they want you to find balance between your divine feminine and divine masculine energies here. This is polar opposites, but at the same time, they counterbalance each other to be able to do that. So you can see even in their positioning there, that's helpful. So again, let your thinking be an anchor for your emotions, okay? And then they also say they want you to become a goddess of love. In your emotions, think about how you can be grounded and rooted in love. Okay, how can you be able to your connections in your sacral, in your root, also in your high heart, finding your bliss as well, and then in your crown chakra as well. Okay, these are the things that they want you to do. All right, now I'm ready. As always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste, Namago. Love you.